Hello my friend and welcome back to my channel. Have you ever done something so scary in your life you thought this was the worst idea you've ever thought? Have you ever done that? Have you ever done anything in your life or found yourself about to do something in the process of and where you're thinking you're going insane? Yes, maybe. Well, I have been there, and today is a story time. I'm going to share you exactly what I did when I was 19 and how I thought I was going to die. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Amelie, Coach and Amelie, and I'm super grateful that you're here. So at 19 years old, just to give you a perspective, I was a flight attendant, a brand new flight attendant. I had finished college. I had applied for university. I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do with my life. I knew I wanted to travel. So I applied to become a flight attendant and I ended up getting the position, which was super exciting because I really wanted to travel and experience the world. A few months after being in the company, I had my travel privilege, which means that I was able to travel for really inexpensive to wherever I want. The problem was that everybody was working or either were at school, and even my flight attendant friends were working. Nobody could come with me. And at that point in my life, probably a year and a half prior to that, I had moved out when I was 16 and a half. I moved out of my parents' house to attend college, and it was very scary. And I noticed that I would give myself little goals to push my comfort zone because I really, at that point, I did not have any confidence in myself, to be honest. So at 19, I decided that since nobody could come with me, I was gonna just go by myself. Now, that idea was scary until I actually booked my seat and literally found myself on the plane. And I still remember that day. I was wearing a purple top and some pants. They were gray and squared and purple. I don't know why, but I still, you know, when you remember vividly what happens. We were taken off and I looked at the person beside me and all of a sudden a wave of massive anxiety washed over me, and literally we were taken off to go to San Francisco because that's where I found space. And I remember telling the person beside me, I don't know, I'm doing something crazy. I'm still nervous talking about it. I'm going to San Francisco and I don't know where I'm going to be staying. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going. And I remember the person beside me said, oh, that sounds fun. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. And I remember getting into San Francisco and I literally hadn't bought this. I had like a book, a backpacker book, and I ended up taking a cab, go to a youth hostel to find out it was full. And anyways, luckily I went to a different youth hostel and there I met some people. And now that trip, so it was 7 days, ended up being such an amazing experience because I literally faced my fear, which was to be alone. I don't know if you can relate that, but being the youngest of the family, I always had people in the house with me. I don't remember if I was left for many hours ever at a time until I moved to college, and even then I had roommates and I had people. I always had people with me. So at that point, it wasn't just a fear of being alone physically. I literally had a fear of being alone with myself. And maybe you can relate with that. Maybe you're like, yeah, I don't like to be alone because I don't like to be faced with who I am. And that's kind of where I was. So this has been an interesting journey for me to learn to not only be alone with myself physically, but to actually learn to be alone with myself and actually not being afraid, and to actually discover who I was and who I am. So this was my story time in San Francisco. I would love to know, have you ever done anything scary in your life, like really scary for you? And again, scary for me does not mean that it's scary for you and vice versa. We all have our level of tolerance. Some of you are like, I can be alone. I have no problem with that. Great. But maybe you're afraid of something else that someone else thinks it's really funny as well. So I would love to hear, what are you afraid of? What have you done that was so afraid? What did you learn out of that? And I absolutely would love that. Feel free, if you're new to my channel and you enjoyed the story, thank you. Feel free to give it a like. The like actually helps my channel grow and my impact. Thank you so much for watching. Much love. And remember, today, I want to challenge you. If there is something on your heart that is scary to do, I want to challenge you to go ahead and decide to finally do it this year, because now is a better time. Bye, much love.